Alright, so our project is we're doing this little shell circus game thing. So we'll put the object under one of the cups, and the goal is for Baxter to track which cup has the object under it, and then pick up the right cup. So we want to just go for the demo, and then...
Sure. Alright, so we're just gonna...
So on Baxter's head, you can kind of see what he's seeing and what he thinks is the...
Yeah, it's
kind of
hard to see because the arm's in the way, but,
yeah.
But right now, it's in the middle cup, as everyone saw. So, move it around. Have a good time here. I don't know how long we want to do this. I mean, what will make you convinced? More? Less? Alright, go for it.
Seems good.
We'll just put them in completely, these are completely random spots. So.
Yeah,
let's go.
We're using movement, so it takes a while.
Yeah, it's taking a while to solve.
Look at that.
Is that the right one? We'll find out.
Get it?
Oh, yeah,
He's got it.
oh, he's got it.
Barely.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Now we got one more example where it's a little more complicated.
It's a little...
We want to impress you a little more. Yeah.
These guys got the showmanship.
Alright. So, not only can you track it when you put it under there and you move it around, right? You can track it if we go like this, and if we go like this, and if we go like that. So, yeah, so I'm, alright, yeah, hold on. Gotta actually like set it here. Alright.
A little sleight of hand.
Yeah, a little sleight of hand work. Alright. So, we'll see if this works. Alright.
Yeah.
I used to work at a carnival, you know.
But it wouldn't be that hard to find someone on the red line. Yeah.
No, the colors are just kind of... It's just keeping track of
It actually just lost one of the cups. I think I moved it out of the...
I feel like that's making it easier.
Yeah. Alright. Then we'll leave it. Oops. I keep moving it out of the frame. I can't actually see the frame from where
Yeah, if you move it out of the frame, then...
if we move it out of the frame, it loses track of the cups. Because we'll explain.
Sure.
Alright, so right now it's under this one, as you can all see.
Slides, do some slides.
You slide it back and forth?
Slide.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Butterfingers.
That's alright. Now we just show them again and just keep going. Alright. I don't know how much we want to do here. This example's terrible. I've been hitting all the cups all over the place.
So if you move one, so if it knows where it is,
So it knows
it's in that cup, and then you move like the right cup off the screen, does it lose where the other one is? Or
Yeah, I mean, we could program a failsafe in,
Yeah.
but we didn't right now because we
Yeah,
kind of
it's,
assumed we're going to be able to see all the cups.
So if it can't see all three cups, then it just kind of gives
stop
up.
seeing. Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to, we could store the last value and just go to that point, but we didn't do that, so we won't do that. But yeah, so we'll do a quick example again, and then we'll call it. That's unfortunate. This is really just, the lighting was different yesterday, I guess. Whatever, blame the lighting, right?
Every group does. It was much sunnier yesterday. When was yesterday? I went to sleep. I don't remember
Yeah, this
yesterday.
is killer. Alright, well, it worked the first time, so maybe we should just give up.
Yeah, we should have called
We just called it, it looked good before.
Alright, push the button.
Alright, here we go. We'll just do one more little shuffle, and I already messed it up. Alright. right. Well, that's yeah. So there we go. Let's just go again, and then we'll see where it is. Whatever. Yeah, it was. We had different lighting yesterday because we had one of those lights on, but then it wasn't detecting the cube today. So not really sure. I think our green threshold is not as good, which is what the object is. But our red threshold works better with the light on, and so we turned the light off so we could detect the green, but then to detect the red, we kind of needed the light on. It sees it, but it's just not as good.
Yeah?
Oh, it's getting close.
It's got it. It's got it.
What is it, dinner?
Yeah. Do you have something on there to make sure you don't crush those cups?
We just
We've
said
crushed each other.
we've
Yeah.
crushed
Yeah, for very
These
bad.
are new ones, they look.
I mean, I think ideally what we want to do is maybe even use the camera in this hand to make sure we're lined up. Because a couple of times, if we're like toward the edges of the range of motion of this arm, it'll shortchange it a little bit, and then it'll just smear the cup. But that doesn't. It actually hasn't been happening that often since we fixed a few things for the motion planning. So for the most part, as long as we just keep it within the range of the image, it's all good. So.
You can do slower motions if you can. It's pretty pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Down,
Oh
down,
yeah,
you
but
can go
we're
like close.
confident. It's a confident. It didn't crush the cup, did it?
Oh,
It
yeah.
did.
Question.
How quickly can you move the cups?
Pretty quickly. It's basically like determined based on the frame rate of the video, and sometimes the video lags a little bit. I think because we're subscribing to the image a couple times, and we're doing a couple of different filtering. So it's sometimes it's a little laggy, but I mean we're able to do some things where we pretty quickly cover it, and it'll know which one I just covered it. So.
As long as you don't cover the top of the cup,
Yeah.
it should be good.
And so I think a couple of times I was kind of tilting the cups, and I think my shadow was kind of getting into it. Normally, like last time, I sat behind it to do the video, but I just didn't want to get back behind Baxter right now.
So if I tried mixing it, it would work.
Yeah, if you want to try mixing it, we can take that shot and see if that.
What's the frame rate of the camera?
25 FPS.
It's higher than that.
We can bump it up.
It's 50. It's 50.
I think
On
it was
the camera?
low. It was low.
No, it's not.
It is. It's 50.
Is it?
Yeah, I set it. I set the resolution. So that's. I mean, you can tell if we were using. I think the normal default resolution. Probably no one can actually see the screen, but it would fill up his whole face. But we changed the resolution to increase.
Oh, it's not. I know it's not running.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not running right now. Yeah.
So by setting smaller size image, you could get faster.
We can get
frame rate.
faster frame rate. Yeah. I don't know if the actual computations are keeping up with that though.
Probably not.
Yeah. So.
Just guessing.
But it did
Yeah,
perform
so like-
better after we decreased the resolution.
Yeah, yeah,
So like if
makes
you look
sense.
I mean, I guess
at
the
it
computations
lags a
faster.
little bit, but it's also
Yeah, yeah.
publishing to Baxter's image right now. Like if you look on the computer, it's a little faster. It's a little slow.
So every time you get a frame, you draw a circle around all the red.
We find the three largest red contours, and then we draw a circle around each contour using like the moments of the contour, the center of the area. So then we say, okay, when it initially sees this configuration where it sees the treasure,
Just whatever.
where you can see right here, it's seeing the treasure, and then it sees the three cups. It just says whichever one is closest when the treasure is visible. And then when it's not visible anymore, we say, okay, the cup that was closest before it became not visible is
So if
now
it has the
becoming
blue,
visible.
does that mean? Or
No, it's just these are just the different numbers.
Colors just represent like.
They just represent the different numbers of the cups.
It has to keep track of
So
the
if I
So like-
like this and I try to do that,
It would depend on how quickly.
It looks like it worked fine.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. I don't think it worked because I think it depends on how slowly you move. So like if you were to move it like that.
So it has an
Actually, I don't think it didn't work. It might actually be here, we can do an example where the shadows like don't play a role, so like that, if you were to cover, that works. But then if you, I think if it's right next to a cup, it's kind of a little questionable, but for the most